It feels great, man. It was one of my goals coming into the season, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get that triple-double because I know it's going to be the first one in school history, and I just want to shout out my teammates and my coaches for putting me in a position to get it done. During the game, you look at your teammates and your coaches, and they kind of give you that look like something big is about to happen. So I kind of noticed when I looked up, and, I just noticed by the way I was playing that it was close.
Well, first I want to give all thanks to God, but my first career double-double, or collegiate double-double at least, and came out ready, was able to rebound the ball well early on, had a great first half. Joe was dishing to me like crazy, and it makes it a lot easier.
We just did a really good job of staying together and staying connected. First things first, Coach always tells us to stay focused and stay even-keeled, never get too high, never get too low. So that's what we try to really focus in on and try and get back on defense and getting stops because that's what fuels our offense.
The best thing we did was keep the ball out the paint on defense and get the ball in the paint on offense. We've been preaching that a lot this last week and a half, just getting paint touches and stopping the other team from getting paint touches. So we did that really well. And the things we need to work on is just our consistency. We got a young team, so, throughout the game you can't get too high, too low, like Kareem said, stay even keel and finish out the game strong like we started.
The growth of our team has been really positive over the last week and a half. Sometimes the work that you put in has to precede the results you get on the floor, and so we've been working at it. We've really worked at our mindset. We've worked at really just identifying the things that we do well and trying to embrace those and being a little more preventative by staying away from some things that we don't do particularly well. And so I think that aspect, the mental aspect of our growth, has been significant. The end result of that is we're playing with a little more freedom. We're shooting the ball with a little more ease. The defense has been more solid. And when you're in that mindset and making those kinds of plays, the type of plays that we made tonight and that we made the other night, it takes a lot of pressure off. A lot of the anxiety sort of dissipates for a team with our young makeup. Yeah, Joe made a commitment before the game coming in that he was going to be on the glass, that he was going to get us 8 rebounds. He did that and then some, obviously. But I think it's a testament just to his toughness and his determination. Sometimes toughness isn't always manifested with the physical aspect, putting your hands on guys and that type of thing. Sometimes it's just being strong enough and disciplined enough to make plays when you need them, and that's what he showed. He has the athleticism, but to be able to come up with some of the rebounds that he came up with for us late in the game, I thought it was big to be able to go to the free throw line. And he was pretty tired. He logged a lot of minutes tonight, but to be able to go to the free throw line and knock down free throws for us. And then obviously the performance that he put on the first half where he was scoring the ball when they really bottled him up, he was able to find guys and get a number of assists. So really happy for him. There's not a player that deserves a triple-double more than Joe Kilgore, and to be the first in the history of the program, I think that's pretty special. Well, it was an advantage, and really when you look at the numbers that Deion Ray put up for us, those are numbers that we haven't really been able to get off the bench. He's a mid-size athlete that's capable of doing a number of things, and he plays with a lot of grit. But when you play a team like we did tonight with HBU, they played small, and they're very comfortable playing with that small lineup. And we just had some matchup problems where we normally would maybe get Perry Francois more minutes. We might get York Benjamin more minutes, but tonight was just one of those nights where we really couldn't do that because of the personnel they had on the floor. So the adjustment was to try to get more mid-sized guys and some of the smaller guys in the mix, and they did a real nice job for us. Well, growth for us isn't so much about what we do on the basketball court as much as it is how we combine what we do on the basketball court with our mental approach. Not getting too high, not getting too low. And so what I really hope that we can do over the next few days before we go on the road is recognize we've played well on the road at times, and we've been pretty bad on the road at times. Let's really take a good look at what it takes to play well. When we've played well, we've been really steady. When we've played well, we've been able to really play inside out. When we've played well, we've been able to rebound the basketball. When we've played well, it all starts with our defensive effort and playing with energy, getting the deflections, getting the 50-50 balls, winning those areas of the game. And so if we can really recognize that and embrace it, replicate it, we'll be okay, I think, going forward.